prophets, religions, and books. Islam. Now let us turn to those who criticize Islam and try to find fault with Islam. Such people mostly dwell upon the following aspects. Some people say, Islam grants a man the right to marry 4 women, which is not compatible with contemporary family concepts, family bonds, and social order. The answer to be given to this is, it has been 14 centuries since the advent of Islam. In Arabia, the birthplace of this religion, women had no rights at all in those days. Everybody used to cohabit with as many women as he liked, and they assumed no responsibility towards them. The fact that women had no value can be discerned by the fact that baby girls were buried alive by their parents. Islam, which arose in such a society, has limited the number of women a man can live with to the barest minimum possible for that time. It has recognized the rights of women and has protected the divorcee against destitution by prefixing before marriage a sum of money called a mahr to be paid to her in the case of a divorce. Contrary to the critics' assertion that it has abhorred women, it has promoted women to a higher social status. These facts, which we have given, are explained in detail in the book Diyal Kulub from page 324 onward, which was written in Turkish by Ishak Efendi of Harput in order to disprove the slanders and the lies propagated against Islam by Protestant missionaries. This book has already been published by Hakikat Kitabevi under the name Cevap Vermedi, could not answer. Today, everybody should know that Islam has not ordered a Muslim to marry 4 women. In other words, to marry more than 1 woman is neither fard, meaning obligatory, nor sunnat, but only mubah, meaning permissible. Mehmet or Mehmet Zihni Efendi rahimahullah ta'ala at the beginning of the section on marriage in his book Nimet Islam says, neither divorcing a woman nor marrying 4 women is wajib, meaning a strong duty in Islam. It is not a mandub, meaning a pious act, either. It is permitted in case of necessity. Men are not obliged to marry 4 women, and the women are not obliged to accept it either. If the government forbids a mubah thing, it becomes haram, meaning forbidden, and no longer mubah. This is because a Muslim never disobeys the law. A Muslim is a person who is not harmful to himself or to others. In addition, Islam has established economic and social conditions to preserve the rights and freedoms of the first wife if a man intends to marry a second wife. Other women whom he may marry later on will each have special rights, and Islam forbids marriage to more than 1 woman for those who cannot meet these conditions and who cannot attend to rights guaranteed to women. On the other hand, it is thawab, a means for blessings in the next world, for him to give up the second marriage in order to please his first wife. Furthermore, it is haram, meaning forbidden, to hurt a Muslim, in this case his first wife. In the 20th century, due to economic conditions, in almost every country, most men cannot fulfill these conditions. It is obvious, therefore, that it is not permissible for such men to marry a second woman. Islam accepts that rules that are based on usage and custom can be adapted to time, and therefore today most Muslim men have only 1 wife. Concerning polygamy, let us now look at some other countries and religions. Marriage with more than 1 woman is permitted in the 30th chapter of Genesis, 21st chapter of Deuteronomy, and the 2nd chapter of 2nd Samuel of the Torah, or Old Testament, which is accepted as the holy book of Jews and Christians. The prophets David and Solomon had several wives and female slaves. East Roman emperors always had several wives, and old German emperors, for example, Friedrich Barbarossa, who lived between 1152 and 1190, had 3 to 4 wives. An Eskimo can marry a second woman provided he is granted permission by his first wife. The Mormon Christian sect, founded in America in 1830, permits a man to marry more than one woman, but presently American law prohibits such marriages. Even in today's Japan, a man can marry several women. In the light of the above facts, it would be gravely unfair to blame Islam because it gives a man permission to marry several women. Polygamy has been accepted by a number of countries and religions. The famous author John Milton, who lived between 1608 and 1674, said, "Why should something prohibited neither in the Old Testament nor in the New Testament be considered shameful or unchaste? Ancient prophets ﷺ always had several wives. Therefore, polygamy is not fornication. It is compatible with laws and with common sense." The famous thinker and writer Montesquieu, who lived between 1659 and 1735, said, "If we take into consideration the fact that in hot countries women grow faster and age faster, it is quite natural for those who live in such countries to marry several women. Anyway, as stated above, because of economical conditions, today's Muslim countries have almost no polygamy."